Hi, and welcome to this walkthrough of how to create your own products in the SQARP Data Distribution Platform. We will be using the bulk editing feature, which is located in up.scarp.com. There you will be able to create many products at once. So let's get to it. First, log in to up.scarp.com, go to bulk editing, and fill out these 4 questions of what you want to include in the template we will be working in today. In this case, I selected to don't include any previous products or information. We will create these products in the English language and with the specific information for the Swedish market. After we download the template, we will get out an Excel sheet. Going into the Excel sheet, we see that there's numerous different sheets. The first 3 of them is the sheets that we will be working in. This is where we will insert all the information in the first sheet about our products, in the second sheet about the brands that we're working with, and the third one, inspirational information such as series or USPs that we want to amplify about our products. So we will go through all of these 3 sheets today and go through each column to talk about what they mean and how to fill them out correctly. The remaining sheets are reference sheets. So in some instances, you will be asked to insert the country of origin example of your products. And that can be written out in several different ways in different languages. So we've decided on one structure to actually fill out this country of origin, packaging types, product units, etc. We will meet them as we go on here. So the first thing I will do to simplify a little bit is to freeze these things so we can follow the information easier. So the first thing we will look at is the origin logistics information about your products. So first of all, the article number of our products, the manufacturer article numbers. In this case, it's the same one since we are the manufacturer of our own products. The country of origin, so where are the products primarily made from or credited in. The tariff codes and the EAN code. So I will quickly insert it here. As you see, the tariff codes is with 10 digits. Sometimes you can store them with 6 or 8, but in this case 10, and it's usually just the 2 last zeros that's been missing if you only have 8 digits. We will continue with the packaging dimension and packaging information about your products. So first of all, a little bit of generic information. So what kind of packaging type it is, potentially what kind of material that packaging is made of, and if you have the GETIN 14 code. So I will fill this in here. And as you see, we have all of our products are packaged in boxes. Available packaging types you can find here in the reference sheets down below. Packaging material, free text, so write in whatever you have available, and the GETIN 14 code, if you have it, that's also very good to add here. Going forward, we will look at the dimensions and the weight of our packages. So here, all of my products are only 1 parcel. So I can just fill it in here, weight, volume, height, width, and depth. If my products were part of several parcels, so if, for example, one of these products might be having 2 parcels, I could only expand the sheet here and drag it out. So in this case, we would have parcel 1 with the suffix here and the parcel 2. Let's fill that out. Now we're looking at the supplier information about your products, and this is market specific. So all the information that we will insert here is only relevant for the Swedish market. Can be if you're selling in a different market, say that we're selling in Sweden and in Germany, the recommended retail price might be different, the delivery times might differ, things like that. So that's why we have this as a market-specific information. So first of all, we're asked to fill out the supplier product title, meaning the title I call my own products, the system of record I have internally, so in my PIM system, for example. So this is what I call my products. The second is the product status. This is how you can keep track of the life cycle of your products over time. All of these products I'm currently selling in Sweden at the moment, so that's why I set them as active. If they further down the road maybe discontinued or I stop selling them, for example, I can always change this status so I can easily keep track of the life cycle of my products. Second part we're going to look at is the pricing unit, packaging unit, and the pricing multiple. And this might be a little bit tricky, but in most cases it's super straightforward. So you can set different kinds of pricing unit and packaging units. In my case, I price my products per piece. So most of these products are sauna heaters. So I sell one of my sauna heaters for X amount of price. So I will set that I communicate my prices of the sauna heaters per piece. The second question I ask myself, okay, if somebody orders this article number, so this heater drop V2 black 4.5 kilowatts, what do they get in the package? Well, they also get one piece. And the third question then is, okay, what's the relationship between this? Okay, I price them per piece and they also receive a piece if they purchase it. So the relationship between it is 1. This will be the case for 95% of all the products. It could be the case, but maybe you sell floorboards, for example, and you price them per square meters, but each package contains maybe 3.5 or something like that square meters. So this is where you can keep that kind of relationship and communicate that very clearly. Going forward is the minimum order quantity. So what's the minimum order quantity my customers can buy? In this case, they're okay. I have a drop shipping business, so they're allowed to buy 1. And the max delivery time in business days. How I usually think about this is, okay, if everything is normal, there's no special holidays going on or surges on supply or anything like that, what's the maximum amount of days a customer can expect to wait? The last aspect of the supplier information is the recommended retail price. So first of all, I will fill out the value of the recommended retail price. Secondly, the currency. So this is in the Swedish SEK, and the recommended price unit. In this case, my products are sold in pieces, and the recommended retail price is also defined as pieces. Now we come to variant management, and my belief is that this is the most important part for making your end customers really understand your products and understand what the difference might be and why any product would be better suited for them than another one. So we will be looking at 3 aspects when working with the variant management. So the first one will be, okay, deciding what product should be located on the same product page. So if you have a shoe and the one is blue and one is red, you might want to group them together to the same product page where the customer can choose between them. So that will be one part. The second part is the product title. So that will be the product type and the virtual name. We'll talk a little bit about why it's split up and why it's structured this way. And the third and last is the selectables. So if you have several products sharing the same product page, the end customer needs to be able to select between them in some way or format. So the first one I've already prepared here. So if you write the same things on several rows here under virtual reference, that means those products will share the same product page. They will be on the same virtual product. Here you can write whatever you want. If I wrote a 1 here on each row, the end result would be the same. but in my case, I wrote something so I actually know what products I'm looking at here. So in this case, these products are more or less the same kinds of products. It's just different performance, different effects. The next part I'm going to look at is the product type and virtual name. So the product type is what kind of product it is. What is the primary function of this product? So I will insert my already created answers here. So in this case, the first ones are a wood-burning sauna heater. We have some control units for sauna heaters and some electrical sauna heaters. So you can think as a very specific categorization of your products. This will also be a part of your product title. The second aspect we will be looking at is the virtual name, and the virtual name can contain, in this case, the model name, so it's called drop v2, and it can also include specific performances that you want to amplify and actually showcase directly to the customers. So here there's some things to think about. So first of all, if you have the same virtual reference, they need to have the same product type and virtual name. That's why, because they are on the same product page, they share the same product title. The second is that it's very good to actually differentiate the products between them. So here we have Heater Hive Mini and Heater Hive, for example. If they would be written like this, it would be two product pages that has the same name. That would be very tricky for the customer to understand, okay, what's the difference between this product page and the other product page? What can I expect to find on each of those? The second and the last aspect is the selectables. So here, since it's several products, here we have 3 different products on the same product page. The customer comes in. They know it's a wood-burning sauna heater and it's called Drop V2. But since it's 3 different articles on the same product page, a customer needs to select between them, and we need to help them with that selection. So in this case, they have 3 different levels of kilowatts, so then heat the output. That might not be the easiest way for an consumer to select what product they should buy. Okay, if I've built my first sauna and I get asked, okay, do you want a 4.5, 6, or 9 kilowatts sauna heater? I might be a little bit confused. So here we added some extra information. So if you have your sauna room between 5 and 10 cubic meters, then you are okay with the 6 kilowatts. Here we see that we've run into an issue. Here we have the Heater Hive Mini, and if a customer selects black, there's still 3 products left because it's 3 article numbers that has black as a selectable. So we have to add another selectable. So just expand the template and drag it out. So now we have selectable key 1 with selectable value 1. We have selectable key 2 with selectable value 2. So I will add in my additional answers here. So now if a customer goes into Sauna Heater Mini and they go to black, they have the same kilowatts questions to answer. So if they choose black and the 9 kilowatts, they will select this article. If a product does not share the product page with any other products, so it's a virtual reference with only 1 article, you don't need to add, or you shouldn't add in any selectable here. This I can't amplify enough that this is the most important aspect of making it easy for your customers to browse and understand your assortment. In this case, we will have 5 or 6 product pages in the site list. The customer makes 1 selection. Okay, they maybe like the look of the Drop V2 over the Hive, so they go to Drop V2, and then they go in here and select, okay, which of these heaters that fits their use case. If they come in from Google, for example, and all of these different articles would be located on different product pages, they maybe end up on the 4.5 kilowatts version. They go there, they understand, oh, it's not powerful enough, they go out and go into Google again, and they didn't know that the 9 kilowatt version was actually available. Same looks for design, so plastic black, glass mirror, things like that. Really think about what colors or what performance and so what decisions should the customer actually make on the product page. We will continue with the relations, and here we have two different kind of relations. So we will start looking at the accessories. So an accessory is a product that when you buy this primary product, you are recommended to buy additional ones. So if this is a sauna heater, for example, we shouldn't place another sauna heater here. We should rather maybe place a heat guard or maybe a sauna ladle for splashing water and things like that. It should be accessories to this primary product. In my case, I have several accessories, so that won't be enough. So I will expand the sheet here as well, expand it out to at least 5 accessories, and paste in my accessories here. So in this case, if I go into this product page, I will be prompted to buy these products. And this is the most powerful way to increase your average order value, because you've already won the customer. Now you're able to actually sell more of your own products. You don't want the end customer to buy a sauna ladle for somebody else if you already have it in your assortment. Let's look at the next kind of relation, which is spare parts. So this is things that's already included in the primary product that the customer potentially will buy. But these are things that might break or needs to be replaced over time or things like that. So here we have some spare parts we're going to communicate as well. Same thinking here is you have several spare parts, just expand the template so you can add more spare parts. Next aspect we're going to look at is the product descriptions. All the descriptions are structured in blocks. One block can contain a header, a description with just red text, and bullets. I will insert some descriptions here for you to see. So here we have a header on these products, and on these products we don't have any header. The description is regular description with no special characters, no row breaks and things like that, only pure text. The bullets, we have one bullet and then it's separated with a pipe separator here. So this will mean that this is bullet number 1 and following bullet number 2, etc., etc. In my case, I have several blocks, so I will expand the template a little bit like this. Here I can insert my remaining. Here we go. So as you see, you can expand the template as much as you want. Here we have description block 1, description block 2, and description block 3. Going forward, we're now looking at the product images. I know that I have 5 product images, so I will expand this sheet a little bit already. I already have my product images available as links, so it's super easy for me to just copy paste them into this template. If you don't have them as links, contact any of us at SQARP and we will help you out with that. Very important to remember here is that the image order makes a difference. So image URL 1 will be the first image that's shown, usually that image that will be shown on the site listing and things like that, and the other images will follow in the same order. So remember to double check what kind of images you want in what order. Usually a product with white background in the beginning, then maybe some environmental shots, and then detail shots is a good order to follow. Now we're at product documents. These are all kind of PDFs or other documents that you want to attach to your products. So first of all, we will start with the document URL. Same way here, I have my documents available as links, so it's super easy for me. But if you don't have your documents as links, you can always reach out to us at SQARP and we will help you out with that. Second is the document type. We want to communicate what kind of document it is. Is it a product sheet? Is it a user manual? Is it a list of spare parts, etc., etc.? All of these available document types you can find in the reference sheet. And we also want to communicate what language that document is in. So I will insert my answers here. So here we see some product sheets, some user manuals. This first product sheet is in English. The user manuals is in English and Swedish. If you have several languages on a document, you can always add them and separate them with the same kind of pipe separator. In my case, I have 2 documents on some products, so I will do the same. I will expand the template a little bit to be able to insert my second document. So here we have document URL 2, document type 2, and document language code 2. So I will insert them here as well. Next, we will be looking at the product videos. Here you can, of course, include MP4 links to MP4 videos and video files. I strongly recommend you to use YouTube links, which is the most common way for resellers to actually make use of these videos. It's many resellers who cannot handle video files, but if they get a link to YouTube, they are very capable of showcasing that on their product pages. Same here, I have 2 videos on some of my products. I will expand them a little bit and expand it. So here we will insert the video URL and the video type and the language code here. Now we come to the product attributes. The product attributes will be displayed as a tabulated list of information about your products that will be an easy way for the end customer to actually browse them through and see, okay, what's the specific height of this one, or am I able to insert it into my system, things like that. And you're able to place all the attributes under specific headers. So if you want to separate the lists, you're able to do it here. And here you will insert the keys and the answer for each different article you can insert here. So I will start with expanding this a little bit. So here we have some specifications. Then we come over to electrical specifications. So we want to group them together. Secondly, I want to insert all of my answers to my products. And it can be the case that you might have a question here or an attribute key that's not relevant. So in this example, we ask for the output of the products. Many of my products don't have an output. It's a control unit, so it's not relevant for that product in that sense. Here you can always expand this table as much as possible. So I've inserted all of my attributes that I think is relevant for my product. So output, design, sauna room, stone capacity, the dimensions of the products, the electrical specification, and the safety distances that's also related to the images I've already included. So Inspirationals is information that is located above your product, so to say. So all of these products are related to a brand, and that brand might have a lot of content and description material explaining the brand and its values and things like that. Products might also be related to a series or a collection of products that we call something specific, and it might have a specific designer or information about the series in general, and a USP, often a technical feature that might have a whole landing page In this case, we will be looking at the Wi-Fi functionality, and we can write so much about that. So instead of writing it on each product on the product description, we will create a USP for that and then link each product to that USP. So start looking at the brands. Let's go to the second sheet in this table. And here we will be asked to insert some information that I've already prepared for this. So here we create the brand whom. So the brand name slug is whom, written really simply. And the brand name here in column B, this is actually how it's going to be written out in the end. And we also added a logo, we added some descriptions, an image, some documents, and a video about our brand. And the description, images, documents, and videos work in the exact same way as we did for the products. Going back to the first table, I will now insert and link all articles to this brand. This will result if a reseller has a brand landing page, they will use all the information that we inserted about the brand, and they can also see that all of these products are related to the same brand and can find them there. This will also be a part of the title normally, so the product type, virtual name, and the brand name will be grouped together and create the total title of your products. Then looking at the series and USPs, we will go to the third sheet in this table. And here we're asked to fill out some information. I'm gonna insert it here. So here we create, first of all, one series connected to the home brand that's called 360. And I have a lot of my products, my sauna heaters, that's called different model names, are located on the different product pages, but they have the same kind of design thinking. They have all dispersed heats from all directions. So I have a lot of information and arguments why this 360 series is amazing and why people should buy it. So here I inserted some descriptions and some images and things like that. Secondly, I have a Wi-Fi functionality. A lot of my sauna heaters are Wi-Fi connected in this case. So then I have also written a lot about what the Wi-Fi functionality is, etc. Going back here to the basic product template, I can now insert all the what products that has this USP or is part of this series. So with this, I can easily over time manage my Wi-Fi text, and maybe I have some more documents or new images, whatever it could be. I can update that on one location in the third sheet of this template, and that will sort of be spread out to all the product pages. Be aware that many resellers use the text that's located on the series and USP part of the product description. So kind of group them together. So make sure to not duplicate that and has the same description here as you do on the product page. So now we're done with filling out this template. So now I will save this template, go back into the platform, and I will click on upload changes. Then I drag and drop my table, my template I worked with, and I can call this project whatever I want. I want in my new products for 2026, maybe, create my project. Then the system will think for a little bit, validating the template you've done. If you made any errors, so maybe you didn't fill out something that's crucial to have, maybe not all products were related to a brand, or the variant management, it was possible to select two different products with the same selectables, things like that, then you will get an error and you will be prompted to make the changes. Then you can just make the changes and re-upload it. And then I click import here, and then my products will come into the platform. In a few minutes, if I just go to products, I can now go in and look at my products and browse them there, and also make some changes there as well.